episode of Financial Freeway. My name is David J. Atwood. I'm the man rocking the Ray-Bans. And today, I know it's been a while since I've done a podcast, but man, things have been piling up on my to-do list. One of the things that I find that keeps me happy is being busy and moving in a forward direction. I find that is what really keeps me going. And the curse to that is that I'm always looking for more things to do. So when I find myself done a project, I quickly got to look at a new project, and it's a curse. And right now I am swamped. I'm trying to get the latest edition of the Whiskey Compass magazine out. I'm still working. Oh, I've put the app to rest. I put it to bed because I got the MVP and it's out there and people are downloading it. Great. And the funny thing is, the more I play with it now that it's up and published, the more I think, oh, I really should have done this. I should have done this. There's a lot of things that have happened lately, and it's just been really busy, really hard to get to actually recording and putting out content, which I don't know if there's an excuse or not, but that's really what it is. So today what I wanted to talk about was having that life vision. And, the more things I think about as I've been kind of ruminating on different things to talk about with this podcast is, number one is we got to make money. I am constantly hearing about how people just can't seem to make money. They just can't seem to figure it out. It's the toughest part is just starting. That's the thing, is a lot of people don't realize you have to actually get out there and start working at your side hustle, at your passion project. It's the thing is, it's the hey there, it's the trying to get started doing the stuff. That's because so many people don't start. So many people are waiting for the next. They're waiting for perfection. They're waiting for things to get easy. They're waiting to buy a house for the prices to go down, or the interest rates to go down, or it's really discouraging when I'm listening to people talk about why is no one doing this? What is going on, people? He's going to move forward. I'm going to move into the next lane because this is silly. We have to learn, I believe very, very much, that we have to learn to take risks. And part of those risks is beginning something without being perfect at it. Learn as you go. Like I said, I've talked about this before with the magazine and the app. I don't know what I'm doing, but the trick is I'm going to learn, and I'm going to continue to learn. And as time moves on, I'm going to learn more and learn how to do a better and better job. If you I guess the thing that really frustrates me is the other day, this girl, because that's me, and her name's Kat, and she is just tired of working for a living. She just doesn't want to work for a living anymore. So my thing to her was, what do you like? And she goes, well, I like dogs. So, well, and she says, no, she said her dream job would be to be around dogs all day long. So I said, okay, well, why don't you start a dog watching company or a dog sitting, a doggy daycare kind of thing? And she's like, oh, then I need to win the lottery to do that. And it's like, you'd be surprised how you don't need to win the lottery to start building on your dream. And I find it's disheartening when most people believe that the only way out of the 9-to-5 rat race that they have built for themselves is by winning a lottery. And I said, no, you don't have to win a lottery. You just got to get, She said, well, I need a place with space. Well, you can find us somebody with a place with space. Partner up with somebody. She's like, well, then I don't want to be with partners. And no matter what I said, to help her realize this vision, no matter what I said, she was there to find a counter for it as to why it would never work. Excuse me. throat's a little dry today. Don't think I'm getting enough hydration. So her mind was so trapped in this idea that the only way for her to be successful was to win the lottery. And I've said this before, if you want to win the lottery, be the lottery. Be the winning lottery ticket. You be the winning lottery ticket. You have an idea. And what, I can't remember the percentage, but it's like 3% of billionaires out there today inherited their wealth. Like, so the other 97% came up with an idea and built their wealth to get to billionaire status. Don't quote me, I may be wrong, it might be something different, but it's something along those lines. Like, it's shocking how many people actually make their money. And it's not a lottery system. It is getting out there, and it's not even coming up with the next great big idea. You can find an idea that's out there and emulate it until you find a way to make it better. You know, and a prime example is Google. A lot of people don't realize, but Google wasn't the first search engine out there. There was a search engine called Ask Jeeves. And before that, and after that, there was another search engine called Yahoo. And the people at Yahoo didn't sit around and go, well, it's silly for us to try and search in. There's already an Ask Jeeves. Most of you people watching this right now probably don't even know what Ask Jeeves is. And but then what happens? Google comes along. And Google comes along and says, you know what? We're going to do what Yahoo does. We're going to do it better. And they did it better. And I think, you know, that's the thing is, look, I came up with an idea the other day, about a month ago, about creating an artificial intelligence personal assistant like Jarvis. And, you know, something that you could carry with you. It would be, you know, it would be connected to anything. You could give it all your information and it could, you know, keep on top of your daily schedule and remind you of things. And, you know, because I was thinking I would really like something like that I could just say, hey, hey, personal assistant, I'll call it, say Jarvis for now. Hey, Jarvis, what's my plans for today? What should I be working on? And then it can help me, you know, craft out my daily schedule and keep me on track with my investing or my job or my business creation or whatever the case is. It can help me by just constantly giving me those little reminders. Because for myself, my biggest problem right now is I get up in the morning and I've done the thing that's in the front of my head, but I've forgotten all the little things to do. Like, you know, there was an issue with spiders in the crawl space and I was going to deal with it. Totally forgot about it because, you know, now I'm working on the garden outside. Whereas this AI assistant would come up and say, hey, don't forget you were going to deal with the spiders in the crawl space. Now, the thing with that is the moment I start talking about that, the first thing out of everyone's mouth is there's already something like that. And they go, oh, you mean like this or like this or like this? I'm like, yeah, no, but mine would be different. Oh, you mean like this and like this, like this. And the world is full of naysayers. And it's really important that if you are coming up with an idea, yeah, there may be someone out there who has the same idea. Hell, when I started putting Whiskey Compass magazine together, I had no idea that there was another magazine out there that was the magazine for whiskey. I was just thinking, what could I do with whiskey? How could I make this into an actual business? That's all I was thinking about. Next thing you know, I see that there is actually there's a few whiskey magazines out there that are doing very well and already have a business structure. That didn't stop me from pushing forward on it. That's the point. When I started putting the app together, turns out there's a few other whiskey apps out there. Didn't stop me. I kept pushing forward. In fact, I'll even be the first to say there are better apps than mine out there. It didn't stop me. I am going to continue to push forward on getting my app up to a better level so it's the best app on the market for whiskey collectors and whiskey aficionados. My point is that if you have an idea, whatever it is, you want to, you know, sell windows, you want to open up a new car lot, you want to be a winery, get a vineyard and start, you know, making your own wine. Yes, there are other people out there who are doing those things, but that should not be any reason to not give it your all and really push forward for your dreams. there's a lot of reasons why not to start something. And a lot of people are, there's never going to be a shortage of people telling you why you shouldn't start a project or a business idea. Never going to be a shortage of that. There's always going to be, everywhere you look, there's going to be people telling you that you shouldn't do it. They're all going to tell you that you shouldn't do it. And they're going to say how much of a stupid idea it is. And they're going to tell you this will happen, this will happen, this won't happen. I, the other day, found some property out on the west coast of Vancouver Island. And I had this idea of taking that property, buying it, setting up 30 campgrounds on it, and then having the campers pay for the property. So I would have the property, devote a portion to the campground, and then the rest would be for me, for my own personal use. So I could put a log cabin out there and have my little dream, little summer cottage out there. And doing so, when I said that to someone, the first thing this guy said is, "Oh, do you know how expensive it is to build a road? Do you know how expensive it is to put together a campsite?" And he just went through all the things about why you're going to need this, and this. He was trying very hard to dissuade me from doing what I wanted to do. The thing is that no matter what idea you have, no matter what it is, even if it is an original idea, there's going to be someone there to tell you not to do it. You're never going to have a shortage of people warning you about what you're doing. Jeff Bezos, before he started Amazon as an online bookstore, I think it was an online used bookstore when it started, I think. He was making, and this was back in the 80s or 90s, $250,000 a year. And he said he wanted to do this, and his boss said, "Don't do it. It's a big mistake." And he did it. And everyone was saying why it would be a big mistake. No one's going to buy books online. Starting a business is always risky. What is it? 9 out of 10 businesses fail in the first month. There's always going to be a reason not to do something. But my thing is don't stop. Don't give up. Plan, execute, then plan again, and then execute and figure out where you failed, figure out where you dropped the ball. Where do the numbers need to tighten up? Do you need to do better marketing? All this stuff. And I am telling you, it is easier than you think. All you need to do is sit down with ChatGPT and start pumping in the things that you enjoy doing. Whether it's, like I say, drinking wine or playing with puppy dogs, it doesn't matter. You pump it into ChatGPT and say, give me, and this is the prompt to use, give me 20 ways to make money following my passion, doing blah, whatever it is. And you would be amazed at how many opportunities, how many things are out there that are ways to make revenue. And now the trick is, maybe one of those things, one alone won't replace your salary. Maybe you'll need 6 or 7 of these different ideas to make it work. But the point is that it's possible. And no one's saying you have to cut out your old life to do it. You may have to carve out 2 hours a day or 2 hours a week, and to get out there and do it. I myself, put in a little bit more time than that, but just do it. Just sit out there and go, okay, here's what I want to do. Here's what ChatGPT says, and start diving down into, okay, you don't know how to make money putting together a YouTube channel or a TikTok channel. Figure it out. Go through ChatGPT and dive into it. Go a little deeper. Start watching the videos about people that are doing those things. And they may not be videos about, say, you like to do dance recitals with dogs. They may not be videos that are specific about dance recitals for dogs, but there may be videos that talk about how to make money on YouTube and how to get your TikTok channel to the most subscribers. Like, there is ways to do this. The whole point is that the biggest crime in life is thinking that you have to wait for somebody else to come rescue you. And it saddens me. It breaks my heart to think that there's so many people that believe that their life can't be a life of greatness, of freedom, true freedom. And it's not about having more money than the next guy. That's not what it's about. It really isn't. It's about having enough money to do the things you want to do, to live the life you want to live, to go on vacation when you want, to go to work when you want. That's really the truth of it all. I still would say to anyone, live a frugal life, even if you won the lottery. But my point is that you can have a life of abundance without having to get without having to buy money for a lottery ticket. In fact, think about this. If it takes you 5 minutes every week to go get a lottery ticket, 5 minutes to drive out of your way to get the ticket, say 10 minutes. I'm going to say 10 minutes. And you do that 52 times a year. Well, let's say 50 times a year. That's 500 minutes. So 500 minutes, what is that? That's say 5 hours. 5 hours of your life. Devote 5 hours of your life reading a book devote 5 hours a year reading a book about how to make money doing what you want to do. And instead of spending the what is it, $10 a time, $10 a week, that's $500 a year. Spend that $500 on books, on educating yourself on how to market yourself, how to market your ideas, how to put together businesses, how to put together proposals, how to attract money into your life through leverage or seeking out investors or partners. There are so many ways to become free doing what you have the tools in your life right now. Just sit down and think about what you like, and it's as simple as that. If you like Disney, there's the thing. There's even a guy I know that makes money putting Lego sets together and then taking them apart again. Absolutely mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. The wheels have come off the vehicle as we're screaming down the highway here when it comes to making money online these days, or anyway. Online's just I think it's just a better way to do it. But that's the thing, folks. Don't let the negative dream crushers that are around you stop you from doing what you want to do. Find something you love doing. If you love hanging around with your kids, I promise you there's a way to make money doing that as well. You want to make money cooking pastries. Well, hell, just going to the pastry stores and eating pastries, you can make money doing that. My whole point is figure out what you like in life. It's not that hard. Sit down and just say, hey, what do I want to do right now? Do I want to watch Netflix? Binge? There you go. You can become a critic of all the television shows on Netflix. Do you want to hang out with your friends and drink beer? You know what? I'm not a fan of that, but you know what you could do is you could start tasting different beers and critique them. Oh, and start a beer magazine. Maybe even start a beer app. Have some fun with it. Have some real fun with it. It is possible to have a life you want right now. The tools are there. You don't need anything else than what you have. You're watching this on a computer or a phone right now. You have everything you need. There's nothing more you need than that. You have the tools. Now go after it. Make sure you check out whiskeycompass.ca because I'm really proud of that project. Check out the website. The magazine was supposed to come out May 1st. Unfortunately, I had to wait for some permission for some photos that I'm using in the magazine. They haven't come yet, so I got to chase these people down. That gave me a chance to relook at the magazine, and we're going to launch it June 1st with some Father's Day articles in there to kind of make it more seasonal. So check it out. Check out the app. The app's available on the App iStore. Also on Amazon, the Whiskey Journal is available now, the actual tactile Whiskey Journal, which I'm very proud of. That's available. It's all, again, this is something that all came about because I was trying to think, what could I do? And I came up with these ideas by punching them through AI, and AI giving me some ideas of what to do with it. This is what has become of it. It's a real thing now. It's a website, it's a magazine, it's an app. It's a tactile journal that people can take with them when they're doing whiskey tastings. It's everything, and it's all because I just sat there and go, how can I make money with something that I enjoy, which is whiskey? You can do it too. Also, check out financialfreeway23.ca. That's where all the good stuff is. One of these days, I will start uploading more of these YouTube videos onto the website. But right now, look. get it on YouTube. It is what it is. I'm just a busy guy doing a lot of things, juggling a lot of things. So, that's what you get. We will have the website up and running. Well, it is up and running. We'll have more going into it as time goes on. But still, on the website, we have what I love is the MBA commuter program. I love that because you can get all the knowledge that you need for an MBA commuting to work in 2 years. I've done the math, and 45-minute commute, I figure that's the average commute for people, you could actually be able to listen to all the books that would give you the knowledge of someone who has an MBA. There you go. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. And as I always like to say, spread the word, spread the good news, spread the gospel about what we teach here. Because we here at Financial Freeway believe that it is everyone's inalienable right to live a life of success, happiness, and abundance. Wherever you are in this beautiful, beautiful world today, God bless.